Hi, I'm Sabrina Carpenter.
Sabrina Carpenter. She might have started off as a Disney child star, but she is well on her way to becoming the biggest pop star in history. Bigger than Taylor Swift, bigger than Michael Jackson. And if you don't believe me, stick around because I'm going to convince you otherwise. You see, this year, right here, right now, 2025, this could signify a whole newfound success for Sabrina Carpenter. But to understand that, we've got to start at the beginning. So this is the full rise to success of Sabby C.
Hey, I'm Sabrina Carpenter from Girl Meets World, and you're watching Disney Channel.
Sabrina Carpenter's story starts long before her fame. She was born in 1999 in Pennsylvania. She first began uploading covers to YouTube at just 10 years old. Her talent quickly caught the attention of Disney, and by 2014 she landed her first big role on the series Girl Meets World. This is what gave Sabrina Carpenter her platform, but unlike her peers, she wasn't content with just the acting, and behind the scenes she was doing a lot of music writing and performing. By 2015, Sabrina released her debut album Eyes Wide Open, but it wasn't until later projects like Singular and Emails I Can't Send that fans really started to notice her unique sound. At this point, she started gaining a little kind of fan base and niche audience of people that enjoyed her music, but it was far from being global success. But it was when she released the song Nonsense that things really started taking off for her. This was the moment in Sabrina Carpenter's career that you can just pinpoint to where things just went crazy. This song took off. It put her on a whole new platform. It put her on a pedestal of music. Whether you liked the song or whether you didn't, the song was a talking point. When she performed it, she famously changed the outro to every song. That took off on TikTok. The videos were going viral. Everyone was talking about it. Like I said, whether you liked it or whether you didn't like it, people were talking about it. It was an absolute hit. She also released a Christmas version of this song called A Nonsense Christmas, which was absolutely brilliant. I love that. That song is still stuck in my head, and it's August. From this point, each performance that Sabrina did proved that she was going to be a massive artist. She famously opened for Taylor Swift. This gave her, once again, I keep saying the word platform, but it gave her another platform. Being an opener for Taylor Swift on the Eras tour just opened so many doors for Sabrina. People don't realise how hard it is to be an opener, especially for an artist like Taylor Swift. Nobody cares about the opener. Nobody goes to see the opener. This is the time. Then you get yourself some drinks, you go to the toilet, you get comfortable. So to be able to make an impact, to be able to actually get people to film you, to put it on the internet, to actually talk about you, it's very impressive, and Sabrina Carpenter did exactly that. So by following that, by releasing the song Espresso, was just massive. She went from Nonsense to Taylor Swift to the song Espresso, blew up. She became not just a one-hit wonder, but like a two-hit wonder. She was finally on the radar of people. Everyone started knowing her name. Older people, younger people, people that like different types of music. Sabrina Carpenter became a global celebrity. And then she released the whole album, Short and Sweet. This was in 2024, last year. Wildly anticipated whether it was going to be any good. When it first dropped, I don't think it was spoke about that much, or as much as her team would have wanted it to be. Like, there wasn't really a buzz around it. But instantly the songs took off. We had Taste, Juno, Bedchem, which I always thought was Badchem, but it's actually Bedchem. Short and Sweet, Good Graces, the songs were just hits. The album was constructed perfectly, and she just took off massively. She also always manages to be the centre of like conversation and debate, which is very important, especially if you're a pop star. Shown perfectly by the fact that in this year, 2025, she's releasing a new album, right? And this is why I had to tell you the rise to be able to get to why this is her year. We're now in 2025. We're 20 days away from her releasing a new album, Man's Best Friend, and already people are speaking about it. There's already so much debate, and the big debate when it comes to Sabrina Carpenter seemingly is not even her music, it's whether or not she's too provocative for what she does. She's got an audience that's made up, like, she's got a big audience, and there's a lot of younger people in her audience, and some of the things she posts are maybe a bit too provocative. That kind of sparks the debate. Are you on Sabrina's side? Are you on the naysayers' side? This album has been proof to that. The fact that she can get so many people talking about this just to cover it. She releases this album photo. Headlines, magazines, newspapers, the entire of TikTok is taken up with people debating whether this is too provocative, whether it's not feminist enough, whether she's downgrading herself just because she seemingly has a guy pulling her hair. The reason this is such a signifying moment, and the reason why this is so important, is because on the other side of the story, you've got people like Lorde, who's just making a comeback, and she's released an album, and within the album, she's basically just put a photo of her nether regions inside the album. That is profanity, that is provocative to the extreme. No one's talking about it. People said maybe 2 words, hey, have you seen this album by Lorde? Why has she done that? That was it. The fact that Sabrina Carpenter can cause more conversation about the provocativeness of the album just by having the fact that someone's pulling her hair when you've got artists like Lorde doing what she's doing is crazy. I don't know if it's really clever marketing from her team, or if people just can't, if there's just something about Sabrina Carpenter that people just seemingly cannot stop talking about. But time and time again, she's proven that she can be the centre of conversation with such little actions, and by doing the smallest of things. Why that's important is because now we're at a stage where she's got all of this stuff lined up for the year. A new album, right? She's done the album, short and sweet, massive success. She's done hit after hit after hit. She's done wildly successful shows. She's now at the peak of her career. And then we've got the next few months where she's releasing a whole new album with a whole new repertoire of songs, with a whole new opportunity for success. She's also featuring on Taylor Swift's new album, Taylor Swift, Life of A Showgirl. There's only one other artist that features on that entire album, and it's Sabrina Carpenter. So she's got a big year ahead. If the Taylor Swift song does well, and her new album does well, it's going to push her into extremes. Think about Taylor Swift and how she is today, and what it's going to be like 100 years from now when people are still talking about the Eras Tour and they're studying the effect that Taylor Swift has had, and they're talking about the impact that her music has had. Think about where she came from with Debut, and when she slowly started making that change from country to pop. That is the stage that Sabrina Carpenter is at currently. She's known for performing a certain way, right? Seductively, and songs that are ridden with innuendos, with that little southern twang. With the new album, she could easily go into a parody of herself. This has worked well before, let's do more of that. Become a parody, and she kind of crashes out and burns, and that's the story of Sabby C. Or she could take this, and now she's at the stage where she could do new trends, she could do a new voice, she could change the way we perceive music, and it could be massively successful. That is why I think this is a big year for Sabrina Carpenter. That is why this year could signify the massive change for Sabrina Carpenter. But do let me know what you think. Do let me know if I've convinced you or if I've changed your opinion of Sabrina Carpenter throughout this video. And do let me know what you think of the new album. It's in 20 days now, so I'll probably do commentary on the album once it releases. So that's exciting. If you wanna see that, hit that subscribe button and stick around. Thank you very much.